guys, it's Joshua Reviews. Okay, so this movie came out in 2023. I've been meaning to check it out for a long time, and I never got around to it. So, how is that? Oh, it's dog fur. Anyways, Deadstream. So, this movie is about a streamer who he's a social media influencer. And he does these crazy stunts. He does these crazy videos online. He live streams them for attention, for money. And I guess he falls under some controversy that's later explained. And he's like, hey, I need a revival. I need to, get promotions. I need to get back in the swing of things. So he decides my big break is to go into an abandoned house, or supposedly haunted house, and do a live stream there, and he can't leave. He locks himself in stupidly, and he has to face off against ghosts, demons, and monsters, and that's the movie. It's a dark horror comedy, and I loved it. I loved this movie. It was so fun. It was so funny. Okay, so I got a little worried when the movie started because I was like, oh, this guy's a little bit of a douchebag. But thankfully, they don't go like too far with the douchebaggery or whatever. He's more. The thing I liked about his character, I'm not gonna remember his name. I'm just gonna say that. I'm sorry. The thing I liked about this guy, and this is the only the real character that gets introduced in the film. Like, there's pretty much no one else in the movie besides two people that show up later, but they're not even main characters or anything. They're just kind of there. So it's weird, but if you watch the movie, you'll understand what I mean if you hear what I'm saying now. Anyways, but the movie is solely dedicated on this guy, which is the director of the movie and I believe writer of the movie and producer, I think. This is also the same guy who directed that Hell segment in VHS 99, which was the best segment of that movie. That one was actually, the cough one was pretty good. But this was, hey, so it's kind of fitting that I reviewed this right after VHS Halloween. Isn't that funny? Funny how things work out. There's no coincidences. It's all God. Anyways, but he's a douchebag, right? And I got a little worried. I was like, I really hope this guy isn't insufferable or whatever. But they smartly make him just enough sympathetic because he's an earnest douchebag. It's more how would I say it? It's more so that he's kind of unaware that he's being douchey. It's more of just I'm doing a joke and no one else is in on it, but it's not coming from a place of he's just being a douchebag. It's more so just he wants everyone to have a good time. He wants people to be entertained. And it backfires on him because during the movie, he's live streaming this and the chat is just constantly going on about, and I love it when movies have live stream chats. They're the funniest because some of the chat was legit realistic. One thing I will say is while I do like movies that do have live stream chats or whatever, sometimes they feel really fake. This one, the chat was someone just was saying the weirdest, one person in particular was saying the weirdest shit. One person literally tells the main character to kill himself, and I was like, oh, that's sadly believable. I actually believe someone would do that. Where in this is a weird example, but in Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet, the worst comment that Ralph reads is, oh, Ralph stinks, right? It's that's not what an actual internet comment would say. No, this is way more believable. And I love the fact that because of our character, he's he wants everyone to have a good time, but when shit starts hitting the fan, he's like, nope, and he tries to leave, but he's like, oh shit, I locked myself in, I can't really leave. And he's talking to the audience, and I like that because it puts you into perspective of you're watching this live stream actually unfold, and I like that. It made it more believable, even though this is clearly a cheesy movie. But one thing I do want to say I really did like about this movie was the location. The house was really good. I love the way this house looks. It's creepy. It's realistic. Most haunted houses, things are kind of set there. Like, what's a good example? Like, I don't know what's a good example off the top of my head, but I think you know what I'm saying. It's like in haunted house type movies, the house will have like furniture all look perfectly arranged and it'll look nice and neat. No, this house looks destroyed. It has stuff all over the place, graffiti. It has spray painted dick symbols, right? Like someone spray painted a penis on the wall, and I noticed that, and I started laughing. There's pentagrams. There's weird writing, but that's what you'd see in like urban exploring videos. Like people go to explore they go urban exploring and they see abandoned homes or buildings and they have spray painting all over the place because that's what people do. And it looked legit creepy. Like the wallpaper looked very weird. It was yellow and it reminded me a lot of Liminal Spaces, which I love. I love the back rooms. So it gave me that vibe and I love that. And I would say the first like 15 minutes, it kind of takes a while for the movie to get going. But once it like starts, the movie's scary and funny and I found all the jokes, I thought the jokes were funny. Like this is a funny movie. This is a movie that knows what it is and is smart. Like I could totally see people not being into the humor in this movie. That's fine. Humor is subjective. Same with horror. Like people find different things scary. Like people will find this scary even though it's like, come on, this is kid stuff. So it's like, I totally get it, but I thought the humor worked for me. It worked very well for me. And some people will find the main character annoying and unlikable, but again, I feel like he was earnest I feel like he's an earnest douchebag. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like, ooh, I want to be careful what YouTuber I reference. I was gonna mention Logan Paul, but I don't watch Logan Paul, so I don't know what the hell he's been up to. Logan Paul, man. Remember when? Hey, I'm done with that. But yeah, no, I like the main character. He's funny, and when stuff does start getting creepy, he's quick to react. He's dumb, but he's not. Like, he's quick to act, but he's also got it. The perfect way to describe him is like a real life Luigi. He reminded me a lot of Luigi from Super Mario Brothers. Like Luigi. This is a Luigi's Mansion movie because he's hunting ghosts. If you look at it as that, makes it even better. Just put a Luigi cap on him and it works perfectly. Anyways, but yeah, I forgot to. I mean, I said it was a live stream, but this is a found footage movie, and I love how it subverts expectations with certain stuff. Like, for example, when a live stream starts, it says like on October 22nd, 2022, so-and-so went missing. But then it's revealed like, it's like this, like the writing's on the t-shirt, but then he zooms out and he's like, now you can get my shirt here in the story. It's like, oh, that's cool. I like that. And I mean, if you've seen found footage movies, you kind of know what to expect. They do kind of play on some of the tropes, like he talks to the audience a lot, but because it's a live stream, I feel like that works, I feel like it wasn't like out of place. I don't know, something about found footage movies they're the most realistic subgenre. Another thing too that I did like were the way the ghost monsters or whatever they are look like. And I like that they actually give like some legit backstory and lore. But that does lead me to my one criticism with the movie. Even though I like the live chat that we see in the movie, and I do like that they do actually make the live stream feel like a real live stream. There are parts where, people will be watching and characters will just like put links to videos, and these guys will be like, oh, I know the history behind this house, and they'll just lore dump, and I'm like, okay, that's the one element that's like the least believable, despite the ghosts and everything. It's like they're literally just lore dropping, and they're just giving exposition to the audience, and you could obviously tell it's just exposition. So I wish there was a better way that they could have done that, but I don't really know how else they could have gotten away with that. So, but besides that, guys, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and so did my friend. I watched this with a buddy of mine, and we had a blast. It was funny, it was spooky, it was creepy, but it was a well-made found footage movie, and I had a good time watching it, and it'll put you in that spooky atmosphere. It doesn't have a lot to do with Halloween. It takes place on Halloween, but it doesn't like have like pumpkins in the background. So it is what it is, but it's a good time. It's a fun time. I'm gonna go ahead and give this movie an A-. It was a lot of fun, and I would definitely recommend it. It's on Shudder for free, and it's also on Tubi for free. So go check it out. So, but keeping on with the found footage trend, I think I need to. Yeah, there's another movie I need to review. Late Night with the Devil. Let's see how that is. Woo! Spooky water bottle. Woo. Oh, wait, let's see if I can do the water bottle.